Hey, yo, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Talk 100 Podcast. On this podcast, we still talk with the one instead of an L because on this podcast, we always keep it 100. All right, let's talk about it. First and foremost, how was your week? How was your week this week? Did you have a good week? Was it crazy? This is my first full week back after being on vacation for some time, doing some things, and being away from work. And I tell you, it whooped my ass. All right. But all in all, I'm still alive, I'm still healthy, and I'm still kicking it. How was your week? How was your work week? How you feeling mentally? How you feeling physically? Let me know in the comment section. All right, now we on episode 89. We getting closer to that episode 100. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy and I'm ready to go. All right, now first thing we're going to talk about today is going to be congratulations to that coach. Again, I shouted her out in my last episode, Coach Corey Close. I said she was not a Karen, she was a Tabitha. Y'all remember that? All right, so shout out to her again. All right, she has basically helped break history. Five total players from UCLA picked in the first round of the WNBA draft. That's a record. 5. Especially for the first round. 5 players in the first round from the same team. That's insane. Congratulations to her, and congratulations to all those young ladies. Now, 6 total players was drafted from UCLA in the whole draft. Congratulations to UCLA as a whole program. That is amazing, right? So, congratulations to that coach. Congratulations to everybody, to all the teams that got to pick those young women. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun WNBA season. Okay, but shout out to Corey Close, Coach Corey Close, and shout out to UCLA Bruins, Lady Bruins, on having this accomplishment. It's been a good year for them, and they have been grinding all year and doing all that other shit. Yeah, they've been it, right? So congratulations to all of them. Okay, for sure. A WNBA team that's going to be good I feel like won the draft was the Washington Mystics. Okay, so for people that don't know, I'm a Kevin Durant fan, right? So I've always loved Kevin Durant, and the one female that I loved watching play was Elena Deladon, and she played for the Mystics for a long time. But I felt like she was like a female KD, right? And so I loved her, watching her play. So I knew what the Mystics was, but now watching that draft and watching who the Mystics, or seeing what the Mystics got now, they're building for the future. They started off with getting Lauren Betts, okay, who I thought was going to be number 1 in my opinion. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, the Mystics are going to be good. Shout out to the Mystics on drafting one of my girls I've been watching ever since I watched her play, Rori Harmon. I've been so high on Rori Harmon. I said in some episodes beforehand that I see her in the WNBA. I think the WNBA is her future. And the fact she got drafted, I'm so happy for her. Now, it's up to her to actually, put in the work and get that roster spot and get her ass on the court and get her some minutes and get her, all the other stuff. But I feel like she's ready for it. And I feel like when you talk about an Energizer Bunny and somebody who's going to get you going and is basically a uplifter for your whole team, somebody like a Russell Westbrook for women is Rori Harmon. I feel like Rori Harmon is the Russell Westbrook of women. And all she got to do is go in there and show it. Right? Now, is it going to be difficult? Of course. Real difficult, for sure. But I feel like she has the tools and have everything, really everything, to become a professional player, be a professional player. And not only that, like basically just strive and be successful in the professional level. I think she has a chance of being great in the professional level. And the thing about it is she's not going to be the flashy woman. She's not going to be the one that gets you the 20 points a game, the 30 points a game. Maybe she's not going to get you the 10 assists a game or even the 8 assists a game. She's going to be somebody who, if you need a play, she's there every time. If you need a hustle play, she's going to be there. If you need a defensive stop, she's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say Russell Westbrook of women is Rori Harmon. And I hope she gets her chance. And I hope that I get to see. I'm trying to get a Mystics jersey, and I hope she's on the court and she's playing, right? Congratulations to Rori Harmon on getting drafted and potentially getting yourself onto that court and being a professional WNBA player. And you came in the right moments, too, with the new CBA rule. You're going to get paid. Hopefully, you can work your way up and get paid like you should, okay? Again, congratulations to Rori Harmon. I'm happy for her. Okay. Going to the NBA, actually. First and foremost, before I talk about anything, I would like to say this. I feel like this bullshit rule with the 65 game rule, I feel like that's gonna hurt a lot of people and a lot of legacies. Because it was before this rule came in, if you was hit with a significant injury, even if you was halfway through the season but got hit with an injury, they still kind of respectfully left you off because you was injured and everybody else kept playing or whatever. But they still mention you like, well, before you got injured, this and that. You know what I'm saying? But now that you got a 65 game rule, it's bullshit. And I don't like the way they just backdoored this bullshit. You put this rule into place. You got in with everybody in your committee, all in all, right? Came to an agreement. We're going to do the 65 game rule that they have to play at least 65 games and they have to have this many minutes to be eligible for postseason awards. Okay, if you're going to do that, stamp on it. If you're going to say it, stand on business. Don't sit here and what they just do. Okay, Nikola Jokic, not Colby. I'm sorry. Luka Doncic, and Cade Cunningham. They both just basically got approved because they didn't meet the 65 game limit. And they got approved, or the minute limit, and then they got approved to like, oh, they appealed it, so yeah, now they can be awards. But Anthony Edwards, same concept, he doesn't get approved. This is what is going to be some bullshit because I can go back and forth who I think is better really between the three, and I think we know that Luka is special. We know Anthony Edwards is special. We know Cade is special, but we have our. We have our list of who we think is really special, who's the one, who's the two, and the three, right? But all in all, I'm like, dude, this is at some point in time we're gonna okay, now y'all definitely picking favorites and showing off and this and like that, you control whatever. Because if it shouldn't be a case to where Luka Doncic and I think they just put Cade Cunningham in the mix. To be honest, and this is my conspiracy theory about it. I'm not racist or whatever, and I hate the world of black and white and this and that. I get it, it's out here, but I hate talking about it. I think they just put Cade Cunningham in that mix to be like, oh well, you let Luka, a white boy, do it. Well, we got Cade Cunningham too. So what you gonna say, right? So this is what I think. But other than that, if you gonna stand on business, and like the fact that you got Luka and Cade. Like they're approved for it, but Anthony Edwards is. I think Anthony Edwards is one of the solid faces of the league. Now, is he the face? I wouldn't say the face, but he's a solid face of the league. When you hear Anthony Edwards' name, you know who it is. When you see him, you know who it is. Kids know who Anthony Edwards is. They hear his name, they know who it is. My daughter only watches LeBron, but she says Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying? So he's just as big as those other players, and so why not get him in the mix too? Get rid of this 65 game rule because it's already ruining everything already. Because you have to put into place of you have to play this many games and this and that. Or how about this? The 65 game rule was really meant for a couple of players, really one player in particular, Kawhi Leonard. Give that player the 65 game rule. Look, this is what we're going to do as an organization in the NBA. We're going to give you a 65 game rule. If you don't play at least 65 games or if you don't do this many minutes, you can't be up for awards. You're punishing the league trying to stop one or two guys, really just one guy. And he's laughing in your face because this is what Kawhi Leonard did. He played more than 65 games. He's played more than the minutes, and he's been playing at an all-star MVP level. Now you're talking about the real stars now, they can't even be eligible, which they got granted now, but at first they couldn't even be eligible because you tried to stop this one person who is now not only eligible, they could win some awards and be on there, but you tried to stop them with this rule and it didn't work. Get rid of this 65 game rule today, please. It is bad. It's real bad. I don't like it. All right, the play-in games are still going on as we speak. I think the Hornets are playing the who are they playing right now? Are they playing Philly? No, Philly won. Right? I gotta see again. I forgot who they was playing. Oh, the Magic. Okay. Philly is playing. Oh, not Philly. Why am I talking about Philly? Philly want Boston, right? We want Boston. We gonna beat the dog shit out of Philly. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, the Magic are playing the Hornets right now. Last time I checked, the Hornets was getting dog walked right now, so I haven't really checked the score. I need to go check it. But I was happy for the Hornets because I want to actually see them in the playoffs. I think they're not going to be a threat now. Even if they played the Pistons or they played the Celtics, if they was to get in, they're not a threat, and I don't think they're going to be a threat. But just to see them in the playoffs would be cool because I don't love LaMelo Ball. I just love to watch him play. Like, he's a video game guy. Like, he looks like you're playing a video game, and I love to see that. And Colby White revamped his career there, apparently, because he was good with the Bulls, but getting a fresh start with Charlotte, look how he carried that Hornets team to that victory. I was hyped for them. And then Brandon Miller, I'm a Brandon Miller fan. I love Brandon Miller. I think he's a great player. Knupple, everybody will sleep on just because your last name is Kahoo. But I think he's a great player, and I think he's going to get some shit done as well, right? But I was really happy for the Hornets, and like now I don't know, they was, last time I checked they was losing, but I haven't really checked in a while, right? But I was happy for the Hornets, and I'm hoping the Hornets actually do some damage, and I hope they go to the playoffs. But if not, we got to wait till next year. But I think they're on the right path of being a great team. Look at the Detroit Pistons. A couple of years ago, they was a laughing stock, but now 2 or 3 years ago. Or like 3 years ago, like they was on the climb, right? And they was like, all right, they're good enough. They can probably do a play-in. Then the last year, got in the playoffs. They lost to the Knicks, but they put up a solid ass run versus the Knicks, right? Lost in 6 games, 5 or 6 games, or 6 games, all because we know who dropped the ball out of bounds. But now you're looking fast forward to a year later. They're the number 1 team in the East. I'm looking at the Charlotte Hornets as the same way. Yes, you've been so trash. You've been drafting number 1 forever, but now those picks are starting to hit off. LaMelo he's growing up. I feel like I've watched LaMelo grow up. Like, I've seen him be a childish high school kid to where he's grew up to be a man. Now, I'm about to get into his questionable decision making in a second, but I think he's grew up a lot of really in life and in basketball and has got better. Brandon Miller, he was raw talent, but he's got it under control and he's getting it together. Knupple is on the right path. He's not ready for the NBA itself, like as far as what comes with the NBA, but he's ready for on court play, right? But he's not ready for everything else, maybe off the court stuff and all this other stuff. But he's ready for, he's ready to put a rookie leading the league in 3 points is crazy, and he's doing that. So at some point in time, these picks was going to hit, and they're hitting, and they're starting to hit. So I think next year, look at the Hornets as being a top team. Like next year, I'm not talking about a play-in team. We're talking about a top 4, 5, maybe a 3, 4, or 5 team. And I think it can happen if you keep this core together, and if you keep all of them together, and you give them another year of the same coach. Like they love playing for their coach, so why not do that? But like I said, I think I wanted to see them if they're not going to win, but if they do win, we're going to see them. But I would love to see them in the playoffs because I think they're a team to be reckoned with. It's going to be some good experience if the Hornets can go to the playoffs. If they can go to the playoffs, that's a great experience. The Magic's already been to the playoffs, and like they can just go back to the drawing board next year. Which I think the Magic are a great team. They are a great team, and I hate the way that they just don't play like they are a great team. It pisses me off. They are a great team, but it is what it is, right? But going back to the Hornets and LaMelo, should LaMelo Ball, he got suspended for the game? I know he got fined and, it was upgraded to a flagrant 2, but he got suspended. For people that don't know, LaMelo Ball, the basketball player, Bam Adebayo was trying to save a ball, and as he was coming down, LaMelo basically had his hand on the back of his foot and like basically tripped him, and Bam Adebayo got injured because of that. And all right, it's two things right there. From Bam Adebayo's side, I would be pissed off. I'd be wanting to fight this little nigga. Like you just basically hurt the fuck out of me for what? For no reason at all. Now, I get it. Bro, we see Draymond Green do some bullshit in the league, and even he gets suspended or he get fined, but he continuously do it, and they don't really do shit about it. They just keep finding him. Like, I feel like he writes a blank check. He gives them a blank check, like, whatever it is, just go ahead and write a pre-check of what 16 technical looks like, and just write that for yourself. because he gets away with it, and he does it all the way to this day. But at the same time, like, you know, LaMelo's not Draymond. Draymond earned his stripes, really, to do that. And so I get it if I was Bam Adebayo, why you'd be pissed off at this little motherfucker, because that's some bullshit. But if you're LaMelo Ball, like, you know what I'm saying, you knew better, but you were just in a heated competition, and like you probably were just mad for a second, like, what the fuck, you about to step on me or whatever, you just do this, not thinking nothing of it. But I get both sides. Now, I do believe that LaMelo Ball should have been suspended for this game. I do think that, because you found him and you upgraded the foul to a flagrant 2. The foul is over with. The game is over with. What is that flagrant 2 foul going to do? You upgraded now, but if you would have did that in the game, he would have been kicked out of the game. The game is over, and he finished the game. He made the game-winning layup. You fucked up. Why would you give him that flagrant 2 foul now? You should have did that within the game, right? But they didn't do that. So I look at it as like this. He should have got suspended for this game. He shouldn't even been playing in the game. And then on top of that, let's just say that now they don't suspend him now. Let's just say the Hornets do win the game. You should suspend them for game 1. Some type of other than just finding players. Like, finding players, especially the top players that are getting this top dollar, to them it's chump change, but, you know, to us, we like, fuck. But but yeah, all in all, I believe LaMelo Ball should have been suspended. Now, do I think anything else other than suspension? No. 1 game suspension, you learn your lesson, slap on the wrist. Dude, don't do that shit, because you would hate somebody do that shit to you, right? Just teach the boy a lesson. And so that's why I feel like the LaMelo Ball situation should have went. Now, transferring to the other point guard and Kobe White. Kobe White, are the Bulls regretting trading Kobe White? Because I feel like Kobe White was always on the up and up. It's just it takes time to develop as a grown person, as a grown man, as a little boy trying to become a grown man. It's going to take time to really develop. Everybody's not LeBron James. Come in killing them right away. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through some shit. Literally, go through some bullshit, and you have to earn your stripes, and you have to earn your way to where you want to be, which is the promised land. Everybody just can't come in killing. So everybody I feel like the Bulls gave up on him too early. And it's like, oh, we got another guy we drafted that it looked like he's playing better than Kobe White. You just got to know how to hit it. You know how to sit down. And I feel like they traded Kobe White too much, because you saw Kobe White. He saved the Hornets in that game versus the Heat. Saved them. He saved them. And the way he was playing with confidence, the way he was shooting and defending. Dude, Kobe White is one of one. And I feel like the Bulls fucked up by trading him. Okay. Now, if that's just with the Hornets, I feel like the Hornets should be good, but we're gonna see what happens at the end of the game. Now, this is another team I say that who's going to be playing the night game tonight. The Golden State Warriors. Watching them play the Clippers the other day. Okay. I still don't know how Steph Curry and Draymond can do it. Not just like, their pick and roll game, but just the fact that they find ways to win. When you talk about find ways to win, you look at the Golden State Warriors. Even in the times they were super good and they were just blowing teams out, the games that they was close in, they found the ways to win. You look like, how did you pull this out? Or if you're down by 20 points, you don't panic because it's the Warriors, and then they come back and win. You're like, how? It's in their system. It's their DNA. Steve Kerr has helped them put that in their DNA. And so I got a question. If the Warriors were really healthy, I'm talking about Jimmy Butler never got hurt, and if Porzingis can actually stay consistently healthy, and then everybody else don't get hurt, they've been having knick-knack injuries. Steph been in and out of the lineup. If everybody was consistently healthy, are they title contenders? Are they even in the play-in? I feel like watching them play, from Al Horford hitting the threes he did, from Porzingis actually coming in, doing what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Watching Draymond and Steph do their thing. And if Jimmy Butler was never hurt and being healthy and playing on this same Warriors team, we're looking at this Warriors team being a number 3 seed in the West, maybe number 4 seed in the West, even a number 2 seed in the West. If the Warriors can stay healthy, they were probably title contenders. Watching them play, it was just Draymond and Steph, I feel like. And then, with the help of Al Horford, help of Porzingis. But it was just Steph and Draymond, and they got it done and won the game. So, if the Warriors was fully healthy, do you think they would be title contenders? I think so. I really do think so. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Like, I get it. OKC and the Spurs are really your top two teams, and they can't beat those. You got to remember, Steph and Draymond have chemistry and they have history in the playoffs, so they know what it is to be. Like, OKC won last year, so they know what it takes. We know that. But Spurs haven't been here, so they can take advantage of that. And if they get into the playoffs, they can take advantage. Well, I mean, I think they'll play because they'll play OKC first round if they win this game. And even then, it's experience versus experience, but it's much more experience versus much more experience. Now, I think OKC is too much overpowering and have more weapons. They have more healthy weapons than the Warriors, but the Warriors is going to give them fits. Real fit. SGA, all that foul baiting, yeah, you got the real one that can actually get a foul, not having to do all that. So, it's going to be, and I hope they actually win this game, and it's going to be an interesting series, but we're going to see what happens. But if the Warriors were all healthy all year, they are title contenders. Title contenders. This is my opinion. Okay, so as far as for the Warriors are title contenders if everybody stay healthy, but I feel like they're in a good spot right now. All you got to do is just win these few games, and then you get to a playoff series. Now, the playoff series is going to be tricky. When they play OKC, if they do get the chance to play OKC, they can win 1 or 2 games at OKC. It's about winning home court advantage too, because it's hard to beat the Warriors at home. I don't care who is on the team or not. It's hard to beat the Warriors at home. It's something in that hardwood floor in Golden State that, god damn, like they just keep coming back and they keep winning, and the crowd loves it, and then they be all in tune. Same for OKC. OKC crowds get crazy. OKC crowds are nasty, and their fans are cool, and it's electric. I ain't gonna lie, they be hyped the fuck up. But for the team that the Warriors beat, the Clippers, are the Clippers done with Kawhi, or is Kawhi done with the Clippers? Like, I feel like it's one of those. Is Kawhi coming back for the Clips? Do the Clips even want Kawhi back? I don't know. I feel like it's been a failed experiment, in my opinion. You went to the Clippers. You thought you were gonna be who you were, and you've been who you are, which is a great player for the Clips. But it just, the others is not doing it right. Paul George came with you. It just wasn't clicking. You had all these other pieces from Norm Powell to everybody else, and then the way y'all handled this offseason, I just don't think y'all was really being serious. And so, is Kawhi Leonard done with the Clippers? That's the question. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think so, because that was his whole purpose. He wanted to come home and play. Now, what are you going to do? Go play for LA Lakers? Or are you going to go play for the Sacramento Kings, the Golden State Warriors? Are you going to stay in California? Or do you want to just thug it out and say, look, we're the Clippers. I'm getting my money. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck. And try to win a title. You need somebody else on their roster that's going to help you win this title. But I think Kawhi is done with the Clippers. In my opinion, I think he's done with the Clippers. That's just what I think. All right. Y'all already know what time it is, okay? It is that time of the year. We're in April, okay? So that means it's playoff basketball time. Playoff basketball. We are here for playoff basketball, okay? By the way, Orlando beat the shit out of Charlotte. So, yeah, sorry, Hornets fans. Y'all are done. Anyway. So, for playoff basketball, and it looked like Phoenix is beating the shit out of Golden State right now. Damn. But anyway, your first round. I love first round of basketball, the NBA playoffs. I love the first round and the second round too, but mostly the first round, only because every day, as soon as it starts, every day is a game. Every day is a game. You're gonna see a game every night, and I love it. But a couple of key matchups: Toronto and Cleveland. Cleveland's number 4, Toronto's number 5. Those are key matchups that I feel like that's a series that's going to be good. Atlanta versus New York. Now this series doesn't have drama because Trey is not on Atlanta no more. So, but it's still going to be a good series to watch. I think so. A one key matchup I say for sure. Denver versus Minnesota. Denver is number 3. Minnesota is number 6. So that's going to be something to watch, I feel like. If I'm not mistaken, I think Denver knocked out Minnesota last year. Or was it Minnesota? No, I can't remember. Nah, don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. But that's going to be a good series to watch. Ant-Man versus Nikola. Nikola Jokic is still chasing for more championships. He's not satisfied with just one. He wants to win multiple championships. So he's on a mission to probably go and try to go win a championship. And then you got the Philly Boston. I think we're gonna destroy Philly. Even though I said in the beginning of the podcast, I said in the beginning of the year, Philly, this is your chance to win. At first, it was no Tatum, but now he's back, and it was no Tyrese Halliburton, and everybody else has been playing but now y'all are in that category of playing and so I don't think y'all gonna beat Boston, but if you do win the title, this is your chance. Joel Embiid, this is your chance to go to the finals and to make a name for yourself, to be able to stay in Philly. If you don't at least make it to the NBA finals, you're done in Philly, in my honest opinion. So find a way to win these games, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Then you got Houston and Lakers. That's going to be the very craziest first round ever. If LeBron loses this series, even if it's a sweep, it's no hurt on. It was never any hurt on his legacy anyway, but it's definitely no hurt really because you missing Austin Reeves and Luka for the whole first round. What can we expect this man to do? And I don't think it's going to happen though. But for the Rockets, for Kevin Durant, I feel like this is more of a legacy thing for Kevin Durant, and I'm a Kevin Durant guy. I feel like he has nothing left to prove, in my opinion. Everybody wants to tarnish his wings with Golden State. Oh, well, he wasn't really this and this and that. He was the finals MVP on both of those teams. When he got to the Warriors, Steph Curry, before he got to the Warriors, was the top candidate for MVP. He won unanimous MVP the year before. You know what unanimous means? That means nobody voted against him. Everybody voted for him. He won unanimous MVP. And the moment Kevin Durant got to Golden State, he had MVP vote Steph Curry, but it wasn't as much as he was with unanimous. Kevin Durant is that dude. Okay, so like I look at it like this: Kevin Durant, for your legacy, for real, you can't lose to a LeBron. LeBron led at 40 years old or 41 years old. You can't lose to that team that they don't have their star power. It's just Bron. I think this is good. This should be a sweep. As a Kevin Durant fan, I'm saying this should be a sweep. If not a sweep, gentleman's sweep at least. And if you want to win at home, then okay, then play up to Game 6 to go back home to win that Game 6. But it should be an easy series, in my opinion. So let me know in the comment section who you guys got advancing to the next round, to the next to the West Conference Final, East Conference. Who do you guys got going far in this? Okay. Oh. All right. Oh, hold on. Sorry, y'all. All right. So usually, for people who know me, okay, y'all know I'm more of a big movie person. I hate TV series. It sucks because like it ain't like I just hate them. It's just like I can't be the one that's binge watching shows every day, all day. Like I wanted to hurry up and end. So this is why I like movies more than shows and series. But let me tell you something. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you and you. Why the fuck y'all didn't tell me the show The Boys was this phenomenal? I stumbled across it. Okay. So was at the job. It was we were watching the playing games on Prime, of course, so I had it pulled up. But I'm working, so I'm like, I'm walking by, glancing, looking, but I'm still working. So at the second game, when it comes to the end, I knew it's coming to the end, so I kind of just left it playing and just left it alone. And I went to go do my actual job and do work. So I'm doing all this work for like hours. I don't forget I'm playing some. I come back to it, to what I was watching. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Seeing a dude, first of all, take off his pants in front of people and you don't have any whatever. I'm like, huh? And then he goes to bend down, sucks up shit, and it's coming out his ass. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? What the fuck am I watching? And then literally 10 minutes later, you seeing a dude with his, smacking somebody. And it's literally that. I'm like, what? So I'm like, yo, what is this? And I'll look it up, and it's like The Boys season 5. Like, oh damn, it's okay. Well, this must be good if you got 5 seasons, and they were just showing season 5. So I say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm here anyway. I'm about to be like, I'm almost done with my job, so I'm gonna go chill for a second. I'll just watch it, whatever. Turn on the first episode. And fuck invested, and I've been invested ever since. I'm watching the fuck out of this show now. Why y'all didn't tell me this show was that good? Damn, this some good cheese. Why you didn't tell me cheese was this good? Man, why y'all didn't tell me The Boys was just that good of a show, man? This shit is amazing. I mean, I've always seen it, and I've always, like, the Homelander dude, I thought it was his own show, like, Homelander show. I didn't know that it was a part of The Boys. This show is good as fuck. I'm sorry, man. This show is good. I encourage everybody to watch this show. The Boys is a good show, and I'm going to be binge watching, so I'll tell y'all how I like it towards the end, okay? Sorry if I ruined the episode for season 5, but that's where it started me at, so I didn't know what to do. Okay. All right. Before I head out, I'm going to say one thing. WrestleMania is here, baby. We got WrestleMania for the next 2 days on Saturday and Sunday. 2 days, baby. Get ready for WrestleMania because I am ready for WrestleMania. I got my DX shirt ready to put on for the WrestleMania. I got a small party for Saturday. Then we're going to watch Sunday, of course. Me and my daughter are going to be tuned the fuck in. Okay, WrestleMania is here. Okay, and I know we ain't in football season, but hey, I get to still say my thing right now. So for both Saturday and Sunday, we're gonna call some matches. So starting off with Saturday night for WrestleMania Night 1. Okay, now we got the Undisputed Championship, of course, with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was cool with that setup, but adding Patrick McAfee, I'm not understanding this. But we're gonna just let it play out. Now, I believe that Randy Orton should be the one that's chasing history as well. We had John Cena run, cool. We had everybody else run, cool. Randy Orton's time. He's literally a top dog. There's been a top dog in this business for a long time. So I'm pulling for this man. I got Randy Orton actually beating Cody Rhodes for that championship. Okay. Women's World Championship on Saturday night. We got Stephanie Van Kier versus Liv Morgan. Stephanie Van Kier has been always awesome. And I love her. I love her. But she's always been awesome, in my opinion. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be some bullshit that Liv Morgan pulls out of her ass and win. I got Liv Morgan actually beat. No, fuck that. I'm sorry. I don't know what I want to do. I got Stephanie Van Kier. I got her actually pulling it out and retaining her title. Okay. A match that we're not going to be really talking about, or nobody really wants to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it for sure. Seth Rollins is going to be wrestling against Gunther. Gunther has been known to kill careers. He's not going to kill Seth Rollins' career, and I think this is going to be the start of something with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came back from injury and basically been fucking with everybody. Basically, after the division kicked him out of his own group. How do you, the leader, get kicked out of your own group? And so I think this is the start of something great for Seth Rollins. I got Seth Rollins actually beating Gunther in that matchup. Okay, for the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Okay, we got AJ Lee fighting Becky Lynch. That should be a great match. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I don't know. Now I get it. Becky Lynch lost her title before, so she's looking for revenge. But at the same time, I went against Becky Lynch the last time, and I was actually right. I'm going to go with Becky Lynch this time. Becky Lynch will defeat AJ Lee and get that title back from AJ Lee. Okay. And then we got a women's tag team fatal 4-way match. Okay. Nia Jackson and Lash Legend. They're the champions. They're going to be fighting Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Bayley and Laura Vaquera, and then the Bella Twins. I don't see how they lose their titles unless you're just going to go back to promoting Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Or this could be the time that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss finally break up. I don't know. But I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss actually winning those titles. Okay. And then a couple of more matches. You got Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre. That should be a great-ass match right there. because I love Jacob Fatu and I love Drew McIntyre too, but Jacob Fatu is my dude. I got Jacob Fatu actually beating Drew McIntyre in this match. Okay, then you got a 6-man tag team match with Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and I Show Speed. Okay, versus the Usos and LA Knight. Usos and LA Knight is going to win that. I'm not even going to entertain that. All right, and then on Sunday night. That's night 2. Okay, we're gonna start off with the World Heavyweight Championship match. I think that's going to be the main event. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Okay, last year when Roman Reigns came out, I think last year Roman Reigns' entrance to WrestleMania 41 last year, that's the best entrance I've ever seen in my life. The best one in my life. Now it's hard to repeat that, but I think Roman Reigns come back on top. But that's the thing. Is he ready to settle down and be fully WWE again, at least for a small moment? I don't know. But until then, we're going to find out. I actually got CM Punk defending his title and beating Roman Reigns, but it's going to be some bullshit that happens for that to happen, in my opinion. Okay, a match that I can't wait to see low-key is going to be Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Okay, these two females, not only do I love them and I love them, but my daughter looks up to both of them. Okay, anytime they both coming out with their interests, she loves to do their interests, and she does the foot stomp or the what I'm saying. She's into it, and I love it, and it's cute. It's cool. Okay, I got Jade Cargill. Actually, I got Rhea Ripley beating Jade Cargill and retaining the title. This is something nobody wants to see again. But you know what? No. I take that back. I got Jade Cargill winning this title versus Rhea Ripley. And you know what's going to happen after she wins? Has it been 9 months yet? Can Naomi come back, or is that too soon? Am I reaching? I'm sorry. I don't know yet. Let me look. But I got Jade Cargill actually winning this match versus Rhea Ripley. Okay. Finn Balor will be fighting Dominic Mysterio. Now, Dominic Mysterio. Now, this is what I hate about it. You already put the demon Finn Balor, and you already showed us. Why couldn't there be a surprise? This is why I hate the new WWE too. They're telling you everything before they do it, and then they try to be like, "Why are y'all not surprised?" You're telling us shit. This should have been a surprise that we're gonna see the demon Finn Balor. I knew it was coming at some point, but But now you told me I'm not even excited anymore. But I got Finn Balor actually beating Dominic Mysterio, unless somebody come and interfere. But I don't know how true that is. All right. And then United States Championship match is going to be between Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. On Sunday night 2. I got my boy Trick Williams coming in, getting his first title on that main title stage in the WWE, even though he was NXT champion. But the main thing, I want him to get his first championship like that. So I got Trick Williams actually beating Sami Zayn for those. Okay, and then one match for sure is going to be for the Intercontinental Championship in the ladder match. Penta, Javon Evans, the young OG, Dragon Lee, JD Madonna, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. I think Penta is going to retain that title, but I would love to see the young OG and Javon Evans actually win that title. If he can win that title and then you get Trick Williams winning that title, that would be cool, man. These two guys came up from NXT and are actually great entertainers and actually winning. That's what I want to see. And then for the last match that I'm going to be calling for, Obafemi will be wrestling against Brock Lesnar. This is something that's going to, you want to say black versus white. This is going to be it right here. This is going to be a good, I don't say hopefully, this is going to be a great match. Now, this is the thing. Is this going to be a match where they, fight for 10 minutes and like make it a good match? Or is it you going to turn the tables on Brock Lesnar and say, Obafemi killed this dude. And he kills him within 30 seconds and does his move, and then he beats him, Brock Lesnar, in 30 seconds. The tables have turned. That will be the most epic shit to ever happen. But I got Obafemi actually beating Brock Lesnar, and that's the Brock Lesnar passing the torch to Obafemi. This is what I think is going to happen. All right. Thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Talking 100 Podcast. If you're going to be watching WrestleMania, if you're going to go out and watch it, please be safe. Don't drink and drive. Call an Uber, call your mom, dad, whatever. I know it's just wrestling and professional wrestling like that, but go enjoy celebrating that shit and go to a bar and watch it. They got watch parties for WrestleMania. Yes, go have fun with it. Don't let nobody say, "Oh, it's just wrestling." No, yeah, it's just wrestling. I'm in love with it, and I love it. I love the vibes, and I love what's going on with it. But be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Do what you need to do to get back home. But until then, y'all already know who I am. I'm Zay for life, and Zay for life is out.